Hello, and welcome to WTF. I am so excited about this community because it's everything I always felt like I wanted and needed in my personal transformation journey. It's everything I feel like I still want and need in my journey. You know, when you are transforming your life, when you're transforming the way you think about yourself, when you're transforming the meaning of it all, how to come to the world, how you come to yourself, what it is to be alive, it can be a really unusually lonely journey because you stop speaking the same language as everybody else and you start getting really interested in stuff that other people are not talking about. You want to know about the meaning of things. You want to know about how to manage yourself, how to manage your mind. You want to be able to speak to somebody who understands about the mini-me inside and what it's getting up to and can encourage you and help you and keep you on track and keep you working at this thing that is the most important thing that you can do for your life. This is not a one and done thing, personal transformation. It is a lifetime's worth of work. It's a lifetime's journey. It's a lifetime's worth of exploration and adventure. And something has got to keep us in the conversation. If we do not stay in the conversation, we just kind of drift into being back in our lives and not noticing when our mini-me is getting up to mischief and not noticing when we're causing trouble for ourselves and not being mindful of our lives and not staying present to really suck up the juice of what it is to be alive. And so I feel like this community is going to bring that thing in particular. That's the thing I'm most excited about. To develop relationships with other people who are going through what you're going through on some level. To develop connection with people who can speak your language. To develop a commonality with you and somebody else who's also deliberately and purposefully and powerfully working this journey.
Hi, my name is Leia and I am part of Welcome to Freedom. I think it's important to have a community or people you trust around you to actually guide you in the right directions in terms of like your awareness and the ways that you're thinking about the world and discussing the human experience from an authentic part of you. And I think in today's world it's very predominant that we should be chasing things, chasing money, chasing all the external factors, and we don't focus on our inner states. And I think it's important to have people, like-minded people around you to encourage you to live a life from the inside out and not the other way around. So I think I'm super excited to meet like-minded individuals and connect with them on a deep, authentic level, no pretense, none of the nonsense, but just trying to move forward in a loving way and be a light in this world. I think it'll be great to do activities that are around consciousness, awareness, and mindfulness. I think to cultivate that state of mind, you need to have people around you who think that way. And I think it'll just add to my life by being able to pick up the phone or meet for coffee with people who can actually encourage you to think in that way of awareness and mindfulness.
And you're a genius, and I think this is a brilliant idea, and I'm in.
So the first thing that we're going to do, which I'm really excited about, is have some get-togethers. And the one that I'm particularly keen on, I've built this beautiful new space at Cloud9, this beautiful lounge, dining room, kitchen outside with a bonfire, and we're going to have some potluck dinners. And it's just an opportunity to get together, have deep conversations, and make new friends, new relationships that you can start to develop and lean on as you go through your particular journey. When people work with me, we have a kind of a finite period often that we work together. And I've often heard my clients, my ex-clients say to me, I just wish that I constantly had a little Angie on my shoulder. And so every week we're going to have an online session, and that online session will have a topic of some kind, but it'll really be an open discussion, an openly available thing to talk about where you're floundering, where you're struggling, what ideas we're coming up with. Just remind you about the conversation, remind you about what it is that you've learned and how to stay the course. And then what I really want to do is every now and again to have some cool events, some cool adventures. And perhaps that adventure will be a little retreat somewhere. Perhaps that adventure will be somebody that we partner with who does something interesting that would be useful for you or powerful for you on your journey. So perhaps something like tremor release experience, or perhaps something like an ice bath. Many people have said to me, don't make me ice bath. Or perhaps we'll do a sound journey. We'll find some people who have these beautiful skills that they can share with us as a group, and we can come together, we can socialize, we can do a little adventure. Maybe we'll go hiking. Who knows what it's going to be? There'll be lots to choose from. And I know you've got ideas, and I know that you've got hopes and dreams for this too. And I really, really, really want to make it a success. So come on board with me and let's make WTF something really beautiful.